I swear if you get in my way again, you will be deleted, sir. Don't, yeah, you look away, you run away. I'm done with you. It's no more, it's over. It's over. Wait, Billy, I noticed you were walking back outside. Oh, you got, what an adorable Pokemon. It's a gecko, I don't think those are very cute, but whatever. Anyway, we got the running shoes. This is literally the greatest thing to ever happen. Press the B1 while wearing these running shoes to run extra fast. I think you have your very own Pokemon now. Father will be overjoyed. Don't forget to come home. Ah, yes! The run speed. I have missed this so much. I understand it was only like 20 minutes. But what a 20 minutes it was where I couldn't just run. Ah, yes. Let's get into Pokemon hunting. Alright, now I can actually talk about Pokemon. Let me find these routes proper. First off, Zigzagoon. It's a normal type. It is your stereotypical early game normal type that is very mediocre stat line, but is very good at using HM moves. Back when that was a thing highly coveted. Also, this, I remember now, Ruby and Sapphire don't have the clicking animation where the ball darkens. So it just like shakes 3 times and then just stays still. Forgot about that. It has been like legitimately over a decade since I played Ruby. Zigzagoon restlessly wanders everywhere at all times. This Pokemon does so because it is very curious. It becomes interested in anything that happens to see. It is literally a child. Okay, I'll give you a nickname. I'm not going to use one, but I will give it a nickname. And immediately get this game demonetized in the UK. I'm just gonna go for all Pokemon. We're just gonna go for a bunch of video game references until I just started naming things after OCs. So the reason why Zigzagoon is probably one of the best HM slave Pokemon is because its ability pickup. As long as it's in your party, while you're just running around, it might just find stuff. What kind of stuff? It varies depending on its level. Like, the higher level it is, the better the stuff you'll get. And obviously, if it's not holding anything. If it's holding anything, you can't pick anything up. Like, hey, it's just nice to have around, because, hey, you'll just get free stuff, and free stuff is cool. Oh, Poochyena. Oh, my child. So Poochyena is interesting because it's a Dark-type Pokemon. This will be important later. And, like, at this time in the franchise, an early game Dark-type is kind of novel. When it evolves at a fairly early level, I believe 18, becomes Mightyena, it gains a really good ability. And it has pretty decently high attack stat for like something that comes this early in the game. The problem with Poochyena is dark moves, which are like the majority of what it learns. While they look like they would do physical damage, dark is classified as special in this game. And therefore, most of Poochyena's good moves go off of its worst special attack stat, I believe, of 60 base when fully evolved. Poochyena gets better in basically every game after this one. Or in every generation after this one, I should say. Until Gen 8, where it just doesn't exist anymore, because Game Freak hates us, I guess. And let's see if we can get the last one. Let's just go free for free. Or just run into more Zigzagoons, okay? But hey, now there's just the ball. To signify that we have captured that Pokemon before. We know what the Pokemon I'm looking for is. We saw it already. it's Wurmple, which is... Oh man, that's a kettle of fish right there. I get the feeling this is not going to happen. So I'll just talk about... We'll see enough Wurmples to last a lifetime. So Wurmple is your standard early game bug Pokemon with like really poor stats, but it evolves really early. Its evolution's a pain, because at level 7 it will pseudo-randomly evolve into either Silcoon or Cascoon due to something called a personality value, which is way too much math for my small brain to handle at 10 a.m. in the morning. The Silcoon variant will eventually become Beautifly, and the Cascoon variant will eventually become Dusktox. Beautifly's bug flying, Dusktox is bug poison. Neither of them are particularly great. I've used Beautifly before, or because I like Beautifly. It's not good, but hey, what happened to that rare Pokemon you're sketching? I finished sketching the footprints of a rare Pokemon. Turns out they're only my own footprints. You've wasted the lives of so many precious travelers because you were sketching your own goddamn footprints, you fucking... At what point, when looking them, did you not realize, why do these footprints look like a shoe? I hate you. Let's just go up to Route 103, because there's one Pokemon that's up here that wasn't in Route 101. So, distinction between Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald is that most routes in this game are going to have Zigzagoons in them. Emerald swaps them out with Poochyena. Come on, I know you're here. I've caught you here plenty of times as a kid. Can't wait to just randomly run into a shiny at the, like, what the fuck is it? 1 in 8,000 something chance. That'd be a showstopper right there. If I do run into a shiny while like doing anything, as long as I like the Pokemon enough to consider using it, I will use that shiny Pokemon. I'll talk about that later. Wow, we are just not going to run into you, huh? I could just talk about it, but I would rather it be on screen. Especially because I don't think the odds of finding it are supposed to be this rare. I mean, maybe they are. I don't know. I honestly don't know. Okay, I guess we're just talking about it then. The Pokemon I'm trying to find is a Pokemon called Wingull, which is a water flying type and could actually like truck you. Just wandering through this route, getting to May if you started with Torchic, because it just naturally starts with Water Gun, which is like one of the most basic of water type moves. Wingull and Pelipper is like a huge meme. But, like, at the same time, I think the Pokemon's okay. Like, in theory, right, working theory, this is just a main campaign of Pokemon, and main campaigns of Pokemon are not the most difficult things in the world. So, in theory, you can win this game with any team of 6 Pokemon if you know what you are doing. So I'm just checking if Sly picked up anything. So I'm just like, I'm going to try to give you recommendations for Pokemon. More or less. And like, I think you can use Pelipper. Like, it's not the worst choice to make. being quad weak to fucking electric type moves is a yikes, but there are better water and better flying type options in this game, so like, don't feel like you have to out of necessity. Anyway, Route 102. Oh man, this route has the things that people really like, and things that just drive me fucking insane because people tell me they're good and they aren't. We probably won't run into them. Speaking of things that should be better than they are, hi C-Dot, how are you? C-Dot is exclusive to Pokemon Ruby. And it is pure grass type, and it is not great. Like, it doesn't... Its move pool as C-Dot is just really poor. It gets better when it becomes Nuzleaf at I believe level 16, and then it evolves again via an item called a Leaf Stone into Shiftry, which I believe once it becomes Nuzleaf, it becomes Grass Dark, which is kind of interesting. I think there's a better Grass Dark option in this game. It's a massive glass cannon, but the problem is, okay! What the fuck? I'll wrap up Shiftry, and then we can talk about this. Oh god, I wasn't expecting to run into one. I was just expecting to grind off screen for this. That's... Oh, and it's a synchronized route too! It didn't trace my ability! Oh, Pog. What do I do about this? Shiftry's like is a glass cannon, but the problem with it is that it is slow. Unless the sun is out, because it has an ability that boosts its speed in the sunlight, but it would also make it just die to fire moves, if that were the case. Oh man, let's talk about Ralts. Everyone loves this Pokemon. Oh, it was just that simple, I guess. It was beautiful. Ralts senses the emotions of people using the horns on its head. This Pokemon rarely appears before people. Ah, no, second encounter, baby. But when it does, it draws closer if it senses that the person has a positive disposition. What brought you to me? Alright, well, we're going to name you after one of my OCs. I was planning to use Ralts, and then it just randomly fell into my lap. Go, Pokemon I'm prioritizing front. I mean, so Ralts isn't great until like level 6 because it starts out with only having access to Growl. In fact, I actually low roll at the level it could be because I have level 4 or 5, so I have to wait a bit longer for it to learn an attacking move. But Ralts is basically one of everyone's favorite Pokemon from this generation, because people think it's hot, for like a lack of a better description. It's just really fast, really powerful special attacker, has good access to stuff. It's not Fairy type yet, because that was changed to Gen 6. But like, even before that, at Gardevoir, which is Ralts' final form, was always something people liked, was always something that was very good. And hey, Gen 4 even got an alternate evolution if you had a male version of Ralts called Gallade, which also people like because Gallade is also cool. Let's see what else I can find in this route. Let's see if I can just pull the other. Nah, it didn't look like it. I was like, man, can I pull like the actual 1% encounter on this route? Man, I don't want to talk about Surskit. I'm gonna get hate because people like tried to convince me that Pokemon is good and it's garbage. Surskit, okay, I think Surskit is bad, but I don't innately hate Surskit. My hatred of Surskit has nothing to do with Surskit in and of itself in a bubble. Because at its time, it had a very unique typing of Bug and Water and had a really cool design. Just like Water Strider Pokemon are it just basically like ice skates for movement, and it was really cool. I actually really liked it a lot. And then it evolves at level 22 into Masquerain, and I was like, man, this sucks. Because Masquerain is just a bug-flying off-looking Pokemon. So like, all the cool things Surskit has, just throw all that shit away. Just make another goddamn Moth. With like no base stat total, shit moves because it's a bug, because of course it was. It has a good ability, like, its ability Intimidate when it evolves is like the best thing about Masquerain. That tells you everything you need to know about it. People will hammer into me that like, hey, it got better in future generations, and I'm just like, no. Because like, giving it a good move does not inherently fix the problems that Masquerain has. Which is that it is still like it still bastardizes Surskit's cool, unique design. And in typing, it still dies to a stiff breeze. Using like, if you are letting a Masquerain set up on you, what the hell is wrong with you? Anyway, let's go forward for this route. If you have Pokemon with you, then you're an official Pokemon trainer. You can't say no to my challenge. What if I did? Our eyes locked. Our eyes have locked. We must now engage in mortal combat with tiny animals. Okay, but what if I said no? What if my mom's in the hospital in the next city over and I have to go? You just gonna be, man, I really wanted to be there for you, mama, but this like but this 7-year-old outside with a zigzag won't let me go. Wait, unless I kill Jose, unless I kill his pet raccoon. Pokemon universe is kind of fucked up, isn't it? Maybe I'm reading too much into it. This has been going on for 41 straight minutes. So, you can't run from Pokemon trainer battles, but defeating Pokemon that are owned by another trainer inherently gives you more EXP than just random Pokemon in the wild. I always feel like, because this is the game that started doing like different transitions for wild encounters, I always get debated by that particular transition, because it makes me feel like, oh man, did I encounter something like insanely rare? Like, nah, it's just fucking Zigzagoon, mate. Like, well, then what the hell was all this for then? Come on. Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, game. Don't do this to me. Oh, Jesus, critical hit. Crits ignore defense modifiers and deal double damage. Sorry. To clarify. Positive defense modifier. Oh, you cunt. You're just holding on to an orange berry randomly. So since I can't run into the Sapphire exclusive Pokemon on this route, I guess I should talk about it. It's a Pokemon called Lotad. Which, yeah, no, people who played Ruby definitely got shafted on the route exclusive for this one. Let me tell you. What the fuck am I looking at in this card? it's open in the background, and I just see my friend Matt has posted something, Mario and Rabbids Sparks of Hope. Like, oh my god, the madmen are at it again. Let's talk about Lotad. Lotad is grass water. I think it still is the only grass water type family. Which is actually kind of annoying, because, like, I will forget that, like, being grass water only makes it weak to, like... It's only weak to, like, flying and bug. So, basically, in this generation, it's only really weak to flying, because bug moves fucking crap. Oh, I can't wait to Gen 5 and we, like, actually get into good bug-type support. And yes, I do say Gen 5, not Gen 4, because, like, the best bug Pokemon in Gen 4 is not a bug type. Think about that real quick. Lotad, which evolves into Lombre at, I believe, 14. I think it evolves slightly faster than its counterpart at C-Dot. And then evolves again by use of Water Stone is, like, actually really annoying, because it's, like, a deceptively tanky Pokemon, especially in the rain, or, like, if it's raining, it just, like, completely outspeeds you and murders you with its special attacks. Like, go, like, wait, what? Oh, wow, Gex is getting murdered harder than his video game franchise is. The comeback's coming in strong. Level 5. Okay. We did all that just to get to where it probably should have been. But I'm not going to look a gift horse in the mouth like that. I'm also just going to ignore, like, every trainer on this route. I couldn't ignore the first one. That one was a required fight. Like, I will probably fight these people off the camera. Off the camera. Alright, there's berries. And I instinctively tried opening the menu with B for some reason. Yeah, there's just an entire pocket for berries now. They all do different things depending on the berry. Peach berries heal poisoning, and orange berries restore 10 HP if the Pokemon's HP dips into the yellow. They work. You can either just use them from the pocket there, or you can give them to the Pokemon to equip it, and they will use it if the need arises. I'm just gonna try to run. I saw there was an item ball down there, but I might have to get into a fight with her. Getting back out of here. Of, like, Pokemon that are worth it on this route, because, like, obviously you also fight Zigzagoons and Wurmples here, too. If you're playing Sapphire, I would recommend you go get Lotad, because Ludicolo is cool. Or Emerald, because, like, I think you can run to both Lotad and Seedot in Emerald, or it might just be Lotad. I think it might be Lotad. They kind of index... I think Emerald indexed more into the Sapphire exclusives than Ruby. At least from my recollection. I might have to fight this trainer. And you notice I was like, oh, you cheeky motherfucker. Surge gets a 1% encounter rate, by the way. I'd like to point this out. Oh, God. I think it will, like, only know Bubble. It might not String Shot. I like Surskit because, like, oh man, it's clearly looks like a bug even though it's blue. There can be blue bugs. Wait, why didn't my embers just instantly murder this thing? Oh shit, I got baited by Surskit. That's novel. That's cool. So normally you're supposed to weaken Pokemon by, like, hitting them with moves before you just balls out a Pokeball at the thing. That's what you're supposed to do normally. I'm actually gonna have Slide fight this thing. If it dies, it dies. I think you can still pick up items while it's dead, which is morbid, to say the least. Alright, let's try this again. I don't think Surskit's catch rate is that bad. I shouldn't be able to get it. Because normally the Pokemon you fight in these early routes, they have pretty high catch rates because they want to ease you into that sort of thing. From the tips of its feet, Surskit secretes an oil that enables it to walk on water as if it were skating. This Pokemon feeds on microscopic organisms in ponds and lakes. Alright, well, time to name you. And to get demonetized all over the world this time. There we go. We got shit Moth now, boys. Hey, we made it to Petalburg. Can't believe I ran into like a 5% and a 1% encounter rate on camera. Man, why the 1% encounter rate gotta blue ball me like that though? Why is it gotta be Surskit? Oh, I hate my life. But anyway, what even is your ability, Surskit? Is it? Yeah, it's Swift Swim. It makes it go a lot faster than rain. Ah, God, I hate everything. Oh, man. I'm surprised I didn't rant on Surskit nearly as much as it did. Well, no, I'm pretty sure I did. Anyway, I've been at this for 51 minutes. So next time on Let's Play Pokemon Ruby, we'll explore Petalburg City a little bit. I've been Billy12510, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, everybody.